I'm sorry about that. My problem with Zoom is this thing. If you're using the free version, it's always somehow troublesome. Let me use this triangle to highlight it, okay? So just look at where I take this thing from. Where I started drawing from, you should see a very big pin bar from there, okay? And then if you check as price come back inside that zone, the price still respected it even up till now. I think currently I'm holding BTC short. Yes. Okay. I take BTC short at 28,500. Okay. That is it there. Then this down to here, I'm seeing let me see something. It's like I'll have to use my Bybit or something. Which coin should I use? BTC starting from. Go to the chart. Okay, here is it. Let me go to how many hours. Okay, see what I was talking about. Here is it. You see at this 28, this 28. 28,600. So that candlestick right there is a pin bar pattern. It's a pin bar, and when price come back there again, respected it multiple times. So that place right there is a valid SFP zone, swing failure pattern. So whenever price, as you can see here, price have respected it about 3 times, 1, 2, 3 years. Okay, so but you don't always have to rely on it every time, because there are once a zone is tested multiple times, it's intended to be violated. Okay, so once you take advantage of it 1, 2 times like that, you just allow it, you just leave the zone again. But when it comes to coins that usually fly, there are some coins like Loom these days. Loom for the past 3 days was moving like if they are pouring for inside fire. Those kind of coin, how you trade it on this SFP pattern is you'll be watching out for this indicator. I'm using this thing, MA here. Okay, but let's not dive into that. Let's just finish this one that we're talking about, because it's very, very important. Okay. So once you see this kind of candlestick, let me take this one out. This candlestick right here. Let me mark it out. This candlestick, this 28,600 here. This is a valid pin bar. So whenever you see price come to this kind of, once any coin, you can trade any coin on it, but when trading all those pumping coins, you have to be very careful. Very, very careful, because the way I trade it is different, because there are some of them will violate it anyhow. But check the downside as well. You see a valid pin bar, one, okay? Then the recovery of it. The second recovery is a good zone to always enter. That's after the first form, which from here, this one that ends in green. Then this second one, which is red one right there. Whenever you see this first one form, wait for the recovery which just happened here. Then you can now take an entry. Okay, please try to differentiate, try to understand the difference between a pin bar. A pin bar is always with a very big wicks. Okay, you see a very big wicks on it at the end of it. That's a valid pin bar, because if there's no wicks on it, that means what's happening at that zone is limit orders getting filled. Okay, so those kind of zone are very good zone, and that's what I trade mostly, not mostly, always, even today. I trade them a lot for scalping, and it's been working well. That's why I want you guys to start using it before we dive deeper, especially those of you who are completely new. So check this down here, 281100 is a good zone. That's for the long, that's for scalping though. When I say scalp, in this kind of scalping scenario, you can use 50s to 100s, but you just need to leave the market as soon as possible. As soon as the move is going well, you take your profit and leave. Okay, because if you want to trade as a swing, then you have to look at the higher time frame. This is just 5-minute time frame. If you want to trade it as a swing, you have to look at the higher time frame before you make a decision on that. Okay, so this 28,600 for short, then 28,1100.40 for long. Okay, and as you can see, all of them are being respected. The top 28,600, first drop, second drop, okay? But this down one here form what I like the most, because this is what I like. Whenever the weeks first happen, I always want to look out for the second, the recovery of it. Once the candle recover it and it respects the zone, respecting the zone, you can go to as low as 1 minute to see, because okay, okay. I'm not getting it. Okay, see the zone we mark out here. Okay, so as you can see here, on the 1 minute, you will be seeing the candle forming already before it later developed to that 5 minute that we are seeing. Okay, so and as you can see down there, this is a recovery of that first form, that form. Okay, so that is a high probability trade for a scalping. But for further to confirm your good entry, you need to take like 1 hour to confirm the zone, which is a more like a valid support as well. That's no. Was 28 something we were talking about? 2811 zone. Okay, let's go to 1 hour, 2 hours. Okay, under 2 hours, a good zone to take a long from is 26,523 zone. That's for a bigger picture, for a bigger time frame. If you dive down to a lower time frame, then you should be able to see those pin bar at least 26,530 zone that I mark out there. You see those pin bar when you go to lower time frame. I'm also seeing some on this higher time frame. Okay, but let's go to 5 minutes. $26. Try. $26, 5. Okay, this is where we are going. See it here, as you can see. As you can see, a very big one self, then recover it, and then move. And that's when the move started, and it keep going. Okay, come back and retest it slightly at 26,780. Then move before this 30, that manipulative move that happened yesterday. Which coin did I trade today? I trade BNT, right? BNT. I trade this coin. Okay, so where was my entry? Was it BNT? I'm going to talk about to check something. I can't remember it, but nevertheless, let's move. Who want to choose a coin that we should try to trade using that strategy here? Okay.
Let's use.
Okay.
Let's use ETH now. Okay, ETH used to follow BTC share, so.
Okay.
Just use anyone. Just use anyone.
I'm trying to see the one that will give me exactly what I want. This one, no. This one, yes, but nah, not clear enough. They are just forming pin by everywhere, downside, upside. You avoid those type of movement. Because it's not every chart that will give you what you want, okay? Like this is a good example. I even shot this one. This option, I shot it from that top 26,400. I think my entry was 26,300. Yes, my entry was around 26,300. Okay, yes, I remember. Was supposed to be around here. Like my entry was supposed to be around here because I'm looking at the recovery of this week here. And this should be my entry, but I don't know why they put sell here. Or let me go to 1 hour to see something. 2 hours. Okay, I understand now. Okay, yes, it's always the same. Okay, looking at this. Okay.
Please kill on so now. Oh, sorry. I didn't know my question.
Okay, guys, so this is another very good chart that you would like to use for practice. Okay, like as you can see here right now, let me mark it out so that you will all understand. What just happened? 1 day time frame. Okay, no. I can't use 1 day time frame for scalping. 1 hour to 5 minutes for my entry. Okay, so here is it. Here, as you can see here. Okay, this one even violates. That's what we call liquidity sweep. Okay, they are taking out top loss on top of it. This web that you guys see here, this one that take it above here. most of the time, if you want to play it safe, all you need to do is to wait for it to close below this former high. Okay, that's for safe entry. Okay, but if you're a smart one and you know what they are doing, then you can still take your entry here and write it down here and take your profit. Okay, because personally, I know that if this kind of thing occur, is they are just taking out stop loss and also liquidate those who are using high leverage shorting already. So that's what they do. But as you can see here, the first week that formed here, which is 0.2674, the recovery of it, which is here, and they also use it to conduct liquidity sweep as well. The first confluence for you or for me, if I'm the one trading it, is that this first one that closed below it, the first candle that closed below it. Let me go to 1 minute. Oh, where is it? Okay, yeah, it's perfect. Like this is perfect now. Let me take out this. Okay, perfect zone. Like as you can see here, this is the first one. Okay, then record right, and then that's a good zone for you to enter. That's how I always trade. Whenever I see this first one that form, this second one that take it out. Once it happens and it start dropping, I take my entry immediately. Once it take that zone back and start dropping, do you get what I say? It's not that when it start going up, because in this kind of scenario now, let me give you guys a picture. Whenever they hold this zone, that means they take out this week and hold above it. Those kind of trade, you have to ignore it. But when they take it out and start respecting it and the candle start dropping, is a good tool for you to short. Same scenario for the downside. Let's try to do the downside though now. Let's try to check. Okay, perfect. Perfect, but this one did not recover it fully. As you can see, this is a big one here. But this one did not recover it fully, but still a valid one if you want to take it. It's a valid one. You just draw it out like this. Okay. And then as you can see, the candle once it hit that zone, okay, there's even a first attempt at this zone. Okay, this candle here, first attempt to go lower, it did not happen. So the second attempt, it did not go. That's a high confluence for you to take your long from. And then you scalp your team 30%, 50%, you take your profit and you're out. Okay, but whenever you see those kind of pin bar, this big week here is a good zone that you're looking for a recovery of it. When you see the recovery and the zone is being respected, please take note of respected. Because if they recover the zone and the candle close above it, that means the strategy is invalidated. It's not valid. You ignore it. Ignore those type of trade. But when they take it out and the candlestick start closing below that former week which was formed, then you just take your entry and right to the downside or to the upside. This is over 30 minutes and Zoom is still allowing us. Okay, let's continue and let's see how far we could go. But then you just need to go back to your chart and back test. You go to the 1 hour to 15 minutes to 5 minutes. Me, mostly, I use 1 minute to take my entry because I want my entry to be very sharp. I want my entry to be very sniper. So I do use 1 minute. Whenever I see those zones, first of all I do is I go to 1 hour. I go to 1 hour first to check the trend. Mostly, when I want to long, or when I want to short, I go to top gainer. When I want to short, I go to top gainer to select from those who are pump and they are showing the sign of weakness. If I want to long, I go to top loser. There's no top loser on Binance, but then you go to Binance. There's no top loser on Bybit here, but you can go to Binance to get that. Okay. So any coin that I've done and you try to spot out the pattern I just taught you, and then you take your entry. It's as simple as that. sorry about that. Okay, so as I was saying, if you want to short, you go to top gainer. Like, which one should we short here? Let me check this STMS here. Let me check this. Okay, good. No. Avoid it. No way. It's not my strategy. Avoid it. What's wrong with Bybit now? Or what happened? I don't know what's wrong with Bybit too. Anyway, let's continue from trading view. Let's continue from trading view. What's the coin name again? Okay, it does not meet criteria now, so we can't trade it. The coin that I was trying for us to short does not meet criteria. So those of you who have your Bybit with you, or we should use Binance. I want to look for something on the top there now. Let's analyze it together. Please mute your mic, okay? This pair here. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. This one, recover it. But the gap was too wide. Avoid it. There you go. Go to 5 minutes. Okay. Nah, not trading it. Not trading it. Let's use trading view and then let's go with this big time. It's a new token shop, so there's not much information on it. But then okay. Yes, on the lower time frame, there's a signal given to me here that we can go long from this 0.1800 zone. Yep, but the recovery of it was not that much. It was not much, but still fine and good. There's a way to trade that one, but since you all are new to this strategy, I will encourage you to only go for the ones that have clear Is everyone in? Can I continue?
Four of us are here now. Three students are here.
Okay, let me continue. I want to hide this indicator. Okay. So now we have a clear chart, and that's what we need. Let me go to 1 hour. Okay. Here on the 1 hour time frame, unfortunately, take it out. It's trading below it. So the strategy is not valid here because it's trading below the former low here as I am seeing it, but I think it's going to respect it too. Yes, it's respecting it because I'm seeing some candle with wicks there, but we need to check BTC, what BTC is up to first. Because sometimes BTC will just spoil somebody's signal somehow. BTC should dump. Yep. It should. Yep, it should dump. Or it should pump a little more. Okay, so as I was telling you guys about the pin bar, it is something that we just need to spot it out and work with it. For a scalping, you just go to a lower time frame as low as 1 hour to get the whole market trend. Like this BTC now, let me go to 5 minutes. Okay, on the 5 minutes, I'm seeing a clear short entry at that 26,600, which I talked about before. Then at the down of it as well, we talk about these zones, these two zones. Okay, the important thing is to understand how this strategy works, which is more about this wicks candle here. This wicks, very, very important. First wick form, you wait for the recovery. When the recovery happens and is respecting it, take your entry immediately. But if you close below it, let's say for example, this overall zone here, if these candles, this last one that formed here before the move, if it happens that it closes below it, I may not enter the trade. I will not enter it. This zone I'm talking about, let me mark it out. This candle here, this one, the last one before the move. If it happens that it close at this zone like this here, close below it, I will not take this trade. But as far as it respects it, it's still valid to the upside. Same scenario like this now, to the upside, as this place I mark out my triangle here, if this zone is invalidated, this zone only gets invalidated when candle close above it. That's why if I want to take my swing, I look at the higher time frame. Like I shot BTC yesterday because I noticed that their pump is a manipulative pump. See this nonsense. Just imagine this. From 26,200, 215 to 30. 30 what did it end? That's a whole lot of liquidity for both upside and downside. You have liquidate people yesterday. So this kind of scenarios here, it takes a lot of knowledge to trade it successfully because, like for those who sell limit, I know some people sell limit at 28,700, 28,500, and I think I did too. Yeah, I did, and my trade hit stop loss. But I was holding some long before this move happened. Can you mute your mic? If you have any question, please ask. The important thing is how to trade this perfectly for scalping. Scalping only. For swing, you have to look at the bigger picture from the 4 hours to the daily, depending on how long you want to hold it for. But if you ask me right now, I'm holding BTC swing short. My entry was at 28,500. Let's use something else. Let's use a different chart. Okay, let's use this. Okay, as you can see here, this is another good zone that I'm seeing here. Because after the first week, which is this one, the second one respected it. Okay, so it's a valid long zone here, right there that I'm seeing. And even they further tested it again with one big move, but it still move and close above that zone, so it's still valid. And then you can ride it and take your profit. Just scalp, keep scalping anything scalpable. That's what the strategy is about. Just scalping. Scalp all night. That's what the strategy is about. Okay, this zone here, I'm seeing something like this. But this is 1 minute. It's likely to get invalidated because this is not the bigger picture. For you to take your trend, you have to use. Let me see if Bybit is okay. I'm trying to get. There's a coin I trade today. I short the coin. I want to use this coin as practice for you guys. Like that coin was perfect. Can't remember it too. Okay, let me. What was the coin name?
What's wrong with you?
Should be. Oh, it should be this one, right? Can't. Let's see. Okay, yes, now it's the one. It's this one. Now, this was my entry zone. This after this first candle reached form, it recovered. I set my limit order. Profit. A particular. Yes, you take it out. Because sometimes if I want to scalp this strategy, I take risk. When I mean risk is I don't put stop loss. On some of them or on some that I know I will not monitor the chart, I put stop loss. Bybit. Okay, this is a perfect zone as you can see here. First, you can see this big wick to the upside is what you should be looking at. Then recover it and then still respect. That. Okay. This is also valid, but the candle have to close above the former low Okay, when I say close above it, it's just, what's wrong with my bit? Okay, when I say close above it, once the first one form like this one, yeah, this is the second one here. This one that end up at 0.1842 was the second recovery. Okay, so as far as it close above this former low, where this low end, as far as it close above it, is a valid long. But if you close below it, please don't trade it. You don't want to gamble. This strategy works best when you follow the rule, which I'm just telling you guys. First form at the top, which is this one here. This one here, first one. Then we should see a recovery of it, because most of the time they do it. Sometimes it could close slightly below it and not recover. Sometimes they could take it out and form a swept, like take out liquidity and then drop it sharply. It do happen like that. It do happen like that. But I believe that you guys understand now how to trade this strategy and stay profitable. I will tell you guys more about it probably during our next class, especially when you start seeing it in the middle of the trend like this, especially when it starts forming this kind of scenario here on a pumping coin. On the pumping coin, we're going to discuss about all those ones later. But first of all, the scalping is just what I want you guys to play now and stay profitable, because we still have a lot of classes to cover. We still have more to talk about the candlestick, market structure. What is every market structure? Market structure is all about higher high, higher low, lower high. It's all about the trend moving up and down. That's just about it for market structure. But the important and very important foundation to start from is understanding this candlestick, which I just tell you guys about now. The pin bar pattern, trading the SFP Swing Failure Pattern. Okay, Swing Failure Pattern work best if you want to go long. Go to top loser. Search for coins that respect this particular pattern that I just taught you guys, and long it. Same way, if you want to go short, go to top gainer. Search for that. Just did the same way I said, and meet the condition. Like this one now, I will not trade it like this, except that this week is recovered to like up to this zone. Okay, this week that end up at 0.08301 here like this. If I want to trade it, I'll place my limit at the middle of this, towards the end like this, at this 0.08235 zone. If you activate, fine. If you did not activate, it's still fine. Because this is more like limit order absorbing. It's more like people that place big limit sell order that just take it out and drop. And mostly who do this are market maker. They are the one that do this, because retail don't trade like this. Retail go long when it's pumping. But market maker do the opposite, because the way the market work is simple. Someone have to buy for someone to sell, and someone have to sell for someone to buy. For example, you go to your local market now, you are buying from someone because the person have the product available and ready to sell. For example, you want to buy rice. You need someone that is selling it for you to buy the rice. So same thing happen in this market. Okay, so kind of thing happening here. This big week having our operation liquidating those who trade retail concept. They go long when it's pumping you. But no, you have to be smarter than them. So you go short when it's pumping, and not that you just go short blindly. I've just taught you guys the strategy now. please start asking your question if you have any, so that we can round up. All you need to do is to go back and back test what I just taught you, and you'll be good. Everyone in the meeting?
Hello?
No, sir.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay, my question is this, because when you are putting whatever you are using to mark where we are to long or to short from, normally I see the first one, then we are talking of the second one. Are we going to wait for another time before we now long or short? Or it is from that second one we are going to long or short, depending on the situation?
Yes, yes, that's a good question. Okay, like this one, yeah, you're seeing this candle here now. This one that end at 0.08301. If I want to trade it, I'll place my limit order at that zone. Wait, let me mark it out clearly so that you all will see it. What's my screen? And watch what I'm drawing. Yeah. Hello, please mute your mic. Okay, so if I want to short this one now, this place my limit order inside this.
Precious, mute your mic, Precious.
Please mute your mic now. Okay, so if I want to short this particular one here, I'll place my limit order inside this triangle I just draw at this top here. Anywhere within this angle here, I can put my limit order. Like this is from, the angle start from 8.008 84 zone to at the end of the triangle, which is 0.08300 zone. Okay, so I can put my limit order anywhere within this place I just draw out, and then I'll put my stop loss at top of it. I'll give it a little space. I'd like to give my stop loss a little space so that market maker will not use me to play. So I will just put my stop loss somewhere above it. I'll give it a little breathing space. Okay, maybe I'll put it at 0.085. Okay, so that wherever they want to do, I know that they want to take it out, but mostly it won't happen because this one is already a bit. That's why I like to trade in retest. Retest is the perfect and high probability setup that I usually take. Okay, hope I answer your question.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Any more question? Any more question? If there is any, you can unmute your mic and ask, or you use the chat room. Okay. This one like this is avoidable. This one that I just draw line here, you avoid it because the candle is clearly above it. As you can see here, it's clearly above it. So probability of this trend continuing is high, except if it close below it. As you can see, this first one that form, I recover it, but it did not close. Okay, it's respecting the chart. So But no, I won't trade it. I won't trade it except I already placed my limit order there before. Then it just activates. Then I may want to hold on to see what will happen because this is another one that is just for me here. Yeah, it closed, but not that strong, Sha. There's not that strong power here. Or you go to a lower time frame to further get understanding of the candle that just formed. And then you can now decide. Okay, no. I'll avoid this trade. I'll avoid it. Why? Because of this one that is forming here. This 1, 2, 3 is showing that the probability of this trend continuing upside is high. Okay, so you avoid this kind one here. 1, 2, avoid. Okay, then this one, I'll trade it. Number 2 to the clearer one. Okay, on the 1 hours is showing very big zone sharp. Okay, yes. On the 1 hours, you mark this one out. Okay, it's above it. Avoid it, especially this one here, this candle that come down and close below it. Avoidable. Avoid this trade. But many of them, if you check early, like if those pump are coming and you check on time, you see most of this, like this one now. This coin now, all I'm seeing here is I can short it. In fact, should I short it? Should I not? I don't want to overtrade. I've traded much today. But normally I should short this one like this now, because what I'm seeing here is limit orders getting filled here. Okay, it's close above it. Okay, the candle is below it. What is happening? Okay, what happened now? Okay, so as you can see here, the candle is closing below the resistance zone here, which means I should have taken my entry from that 6-1 zone, 6100 to 61 to 615 zone would have been where I'll place my limit order. That's using this former, the first one that just formed. Okay, the first one that formed closed at 0.061332. Okay, so 0.061600 is fair. It's fair enough. Okay, so what I'm seeing here right now is market maker trying to go up, but it's not working. So they are likely to drop it. But please, never you be overconfident in your trading. Okay, that's why you have to apply risk management. Never you go into any trade with all you have or half of what you have. Always manage your risk, because in as much as there are high probability, it can also go the opposite. Very, very possible. So you need to consider all those factors before taking the trade. You need to consider the fact that my risk management, what is it about? What am I willing to lose in this particular trade? First, you consider that, take your trade and chill, let the trade play out. Like this here, I said it's a scalp. So 20, 30, 50% to take your profit. Okay, that's why it's good to sometimes put good capital on this kind of trade. I can't remember, but the one that I show in the free signal group, which about $50 profit. I actually take the risk because I see that it's the risk wealth of taking because of what I see on, what was the coin, BNT, right? was BNT. BNT. Yeah, was this coin. Okay, let me try to check my entry. Let me go back to the group to see my entry. Where can I find it? Or let me use my status. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. I think I posted. Okay, yes, this is it here. BNT, my entry was 3230. 3230. 32. Is it this coin? BNS. BNS, not BNT. No wonder I was not seeing BNS. Yes. This is my pattern. This is what I like trading. See what I see here that make me take these shots. The coin still done big time. Oh. Wow. Okay, so what I see to take these shots that just play out and give good profit is here you go. This is what I was looking at. This first one that form here, which I'm marking out here. As you can see, I did not put stop loss because if I put stop loss, probably they will have taken me out on this 332. But as I told you guys, I like to give my stop loss a breathing space because of things like this. As you can see here. Okay, so even if I want to put stop loss, my stop loss have been around 0.04 or 0.05 because I know those guys, those market makers. What they do here is to clear those who are already taking their spots, who have their stop loss at those zones, take them out and then play it. That's how they do. Okay, so what I was looking at is this first one. This first one, which form here, okay, this is what I was looking at that make me set the limit order upon the recovery which happened here. The recovery, which is this zone here. As you can see, my entry was, where is it? Okay, as my entry was 0.3230, which means that if you go to this first one that form, as you can see, exactly the same closing amount that happened here was what I used as the limit. As you can see here, 0.32. And the 0.32, as you can see here. Okay, the entry is 0.32. Okay, so it's simple. Once you understand the strategy, you can just be making profit daily. Okay, all you don't need to do is make sure that you don't get greedy. Okay, like this kind of move that drop real big, it's not every time that it will be happening this big. Some of them can just retrace a little and continue to the upside. That's why I told you guys I'll still tell you guys more about how to trade those continuation patterns, like the one that will continue, how to trade them. But normally, I think this coin is giving a long, a long signal here upon that same strategy I just tell you guys. Okay, but first of all, I will need to check out this zone. I'll check it out from this zone right here. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to draw something. Let me try this one. Okay. Good, like this. So then now let's go. Perfect. And then I'm seeing already from Pimba, and now it's covering it. Okay. So this is a good long entry for scalp. Like this now I can just take a long, but as I said, I'm not trading today. Or should we trade it? CMP, current market price.
Yeah, if it's good, let's trade though.
It's good though, but the candlestick is still developing, so you want to wait for it. Okay. But though it's respect, because you need to go, let's go to 5 minutes. Yes. Yes, on the 5 minutes is already traded. I don't want to over trade today.
It's all right, no problem. No problem.
But here you can just mark it like this, okay? So the only way this trade can be invalidated is when this candle that is forming now close below this triangle that I just draw here. So once you close below it, it's invalidated. But as far as it's like this, the way it's closing is moving above it, it's still a valid long. For me, it's still a valid long. But then I will have taken my entry right from this first one that formed here, like this zone here at 2 5 point 0 almost immediately. This is the strategy. It's very simple. Just follow the principle. Spot out the pin bar first. Once you spot out the pin bar, the recovery of it. Like personally, like if I was in the chart, but this first one that formed, debit, I will have taken my entry here, then right to this zone. And then when I start seeing this kind one here that is for me 1, 2, I close my long. After all, it's a scalp is fast in, fast out. Just maximize your profit. Take as much as it. Question, or we should end it. This one is playing out the way we say it should play out. But then I can also ignore those pin bars that are forming at this down here. This is forming above this. In our next class, we're going to possibly talk about this. But our next class should not be about this. Just trade this up to down from the down to the top. You take your end zone at this pin bar that is forming here and expecting it, you want to close your shop because it's trying to continue. That's
But to take one out. In second time.
you can see the first kind of pin back kind of, because if you go 1 minute, you see that is, yes, I just stated it. This is pin back. So the trend continuing is on the high side here. So you want to avoid this kind of scenario of you hoping or anything. So it's all about you picturing it. Once you understand, as you can see here, they are respecting it 1, 2, 1, 2, meaning that you don't want to stay in the trade. Close your short and take your profit. Okay, because what they are saying here is still the same thing that we'll be trading. Limit, sell order, absorb, and then probably this is how this thing will work. It's because market maker trade in a way that they have the system where they look at liquidity zones. Okay, liquidity is the reason why we trade this market. If not, all these crypto market, all this volume you are seeing here, you won't see it. It should be just laggard. You will just see one kind, like it will be like a stable coin. There won't be any good move. Okay, so that's why there's a trap. The trap is what gives us volume. Okay, because it's more like the war zone. You want to take from the market maker want to take from you. Okay, so whenever they see liquidity, wherever they see liquidity is where they want to go to, because their own work is to provide liquidity for exchanges. Because the leverage you're using is liquidity, so you are trading with their own liquidity. That's why it's always good to take your profit whenever the market give you the opportunity to. But some people intend to leave it there, and the market will take it and even liquidate some who don't like using stop loss. I believe that I've done justice to the class. All you guys need to do is just go and backtest. Backtest it. It's simple. Like, see it here now. You can just backtest it to further get understanding of it. See this one here. Recover it and respect it and move up. You see? So you just go and backtest it. Wherever you see those pin bar forming, you know that something will change, especially if they are forming multiple like this, 1, 2, 3, you know, and then the market begin to move up. It's as simple as that. There's nothing difficult there. It's just for you to understand it, which is you get more understanding of it by doing it. The more you do it, the more you understand it. This strategy, did anybody even taught me? I don't think anybody taught me. I just study about pin bar. Okay, I've been trading it before. Imperium BTC talk about the swing failure pattern. Okay, so I just feel that it's work best for me. Okay, that's why I have to have the hard copy of the Imperium BTC, the directional BS and swing failure pattern, because this is my pattern that I've been trading before you release it. So it's something that worked for me. Okay, but then what worked for me may not work for you. But excuse me. But if you just follow the principle which I taught you guys, it will work for you. All you need to do is follow your risk management. Never you think that every trade is good. Okay, every trade is risky until you take profit. That's why you need to follow your risk management by trading, and never you feel overconfident. No, in as much as it will go right, you know that it will go right. It can also go wrong. That's where your risk management of using a percentage of capital coming, and then your stop loss as well. Because if you don't use stop loss, then you are vulnerable to liquidation. Okay, and if you want to take that kind of risk, you should know that taking a trade without stop loss is that you've made up your mind that, okay, you want to lose this particular amount that you have in your account by not using stop loss. Okay, please, risk management is very essential. Okay, so you guys just go to your chart, backtest. You can send to my DM if you want. If you need clarification on anything, you can send to my DM. Like this one, as you can see, pin bar, drop, then we move up.
This meeting has ended under 40 minutes.